Electric Egyptology, the hidden manna, Revelation 2 verse 17. The hieroglyphs are not phonetic sounds, and thus were never deciphered by Thomas Young or Jean-François Champollion. Mainstream Egyptology and Khemitology are both derived from the assumption that hieroglyphs should be transliterated into phonetic sounds and thus letters of an alphabet. By doing this, each glyph or picture is instead represented by only a few letters, and its original pictographic meaning is lost, thus being open for massive misinterpretations. This method of deciphering the hieroglyphs is used in both Khemitology and mainstream Egyptology for centuries and is an entirely false practice. It has completely corrupted the original sacred texts from their true pictographic meaning. At GodElectric.org, no transliteration occurs in the decipherment. This means that there is no room for corruption to creep in by converting sacred glyphs and their corresponding pictures into a few letters of an alphabet, before then converting into another meaning by a scribe. A practice that has been carried out in both Khemitology and Egyptology for a long time, whereby scribes have evidently applied different meanings to the letters based on their own interpretation of an ancient civilization rather than looking at the original picture it represents and the universe. At GodElectric.org, sacred carvings and pictures are used in their original pictographic form. This is then correlated exactly to the true physics of the heavens, explaining God's electricity. Myths are truly the sacred code explaining the physics of the heavens, how God's electricity powers the galaxies, stars, and planets. In 2013, GodElectric.org made the breakthrough that was required for this understanding by successfully deciphering for the first time electricity and magnetism, along with other principal components of the universe as the foundation of the sacred ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs. The decoding and unlocking of the sacred hieroglyphs was done whilst being tortured from my true love using mind control technologies, and in the immediate aftermath of the Christchurch man-made earthquakes, when God's electricity was coupled into and used to kill and maim the innocent people of that city for greed. This was the first time positive and negative charge has ever been deciphered into ancient sacred scripture, and in doing so it revealed for the first time the one underlying and simple rule required to unlock all hieroglyphic scripture, which is as follows: the unique characteristic of the animal, plant, or object shown as the hieroglyph presents a function or natural principle of the universe beyond. Discovered by GodElectric.org. By discovering the true meaning of the hieroglyphs and how they explain electricity in the universe, many hidden truths about the pyramids are revealed, and the true nature of how negative charge as the female nourishment to an electric cosmos is explained. It is conclusive proof that we are not alone in the universe, and that higher-order supreme beings have supported life here on Earth through electric discharge. Egyptian hieroglyphs are sacred carvings from heaven. Special characteristics of the animals and plants on Earth are used to explain functions and natural principles of the universe. The deities themselves are not gods, and are never described as such on this website. Truthfully, they are anthropomorphic representations that explain the truth of electricity in the cosmos.